Hi guys, my name is Sus, and this week we are doing part 2 of photographing Algoma. And because we shot this video in only one day, we didn't have a lot of hours to spend in each town that we photographed, but that's okay because we are planning on revisiting some of these towns in the near future, especially Bruce Mines, because that's one of the bigger towns we visited, and we want to make specific videos for those towns that we want to revisit. So please let me know if that's something you are interested in seeing. And if you are a new viewer of this channel, welcome. My name is Jesus and I'm a photographer living in Canada. I'm from Mexico. And let's get started because this is going to be a longer video than usual. Our first stop was Bruce Mines, and like I said, it's one of the bigger towns that we visited. So we only had enough time to visit two places, which are the marina and the jail trail, I believe it's called. It's a hiking trail in town. So don't worry about that because we actually want to come back and make a Bruce Mines video in the future. I really like the pictures that we took in Bruce Mines, but there's one thing that bothered me a little, and it is that because it was an overcast day, the sky looks white in pretty much all of the pictures that I took. There's not a lot of detail really. Other than that, I think they're pretty good pictures, so yeah, I just wanted to mention that. The trail was supposed to end at this old jailhouse from the 19th century, I believe, but we couldn't find it because we got lost. However, we actually found a very old rusty cart that we did photograph. When we got to Thessalon, we didn't know what to photograph, but we ended up in this place that had these cool miniature lighthouses that we photographed. Thessalon has also this really cool, nice downtown area that we didn't get to photograph, but we are planning on coming back and making another video for Thessalon. The first thing that we did when we got to Iron Bridge was photographing this old building and these abandoned cars that we found next to it. After that, we walked to a nearby park and we photographed this nice bridge with some interesting messages written on it. I have to admit that when we first got to Blind River, I was in a bit of a bad mood. I was tired and hungry, so we got some donuts and some coffee, and then we walked downtown. I honestly didn't think we would find a lot of things to photograph. I actually kind of wanted to not stop in Blind River at all, but I'm really glad we did because that's where we took some of my favorite pictures in the whole trip. I am really happy with all the pictures that we took, and if I had to pick one to be my favorite, it would probably be the one with the old desk outside of some buildings. I really like the shapes and the composition of everything in this picture, from the old desk to the garbage can and the stairs and the windows behind them, and that's why it's probably one of my favorite pictures I've taken in a while. Our last stop was Elliot Lake, where we actually didn't photograph Elliot Lake, we photographed Horn Lake. Then we walked to this monument commemorating all the people that died in mines. It was getting dark and it was pretty late, so we thought it was the end of the trip. However, Caitlin told me that she wanted to visit this one place that we saw in one of our previous trips. We wanted to photograph the sunset, but we didn't get there on time. However, by the time we got to the park, it was just beautiful. The colors in the sky were just breathtaking. The lake was so clear that it looked like a giant mirror, and it made the pictures look very dreamlike. This is my favorite picture of the trip, and honestly one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. And that was it for the trip. However, the next day we found out that there was a new trail just outside of Sault Ste. Marie that we went to visit. I didn't take a lot of pictures here because the trees had no leaves and it looked a bit like a swamp. However, the trail was really nice and we want to go back next year when the trees come back to life. So that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe if you liked it to see more content like this. Next week's video is going to be a little bit different, but I'm really excited. It's going to be really special. So stay tuned and I'll see you next week.